Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know I've been doing a lot of morning devotions and I'm really loving those few minutes that I take, but it has been a minute since I've done a Dollar Tree haul, and so we're in my very first video inside my newly painted office. And so I'm going to do a little bit of a tour. It's still a huge mess. I mean, I just finished painting the ceiling yesterday. And for those who haven't seen it, the color on the wall here is called tin foil. I got it at Home Depot. It's a Behr paint, B-E-H-R paint. It's called tin foil. The ceiling is white, and let me go ahead and just give you a little swirl around, and there we go. That color there on the wall is called Summer Storm. Now you can see everything is still a mess. I've got basically things where I want them to be, but now I've just got to go through and purge. This is my main wall. I tell you, I got to do a lot that's in here. I do floral crafting, I do paper crafting, I have some sewing projects. Aside from that, this is my office where I, plan my home group ministry things, where I a member of the Daughters of the American Revolution. So I have things here, which is an incredible group. I love being a part of it. And there's just a whole variety of things. My letter writing, my mailing. I mean, anything I do is done here. And I have some things, I'm a Barbie girl. So hello, you're going to see Barbies in my things. But anyway, I used to have them everywhere, but now I've kind of pared it down because I needed more space. And the colors, if you see back in here, these little bins right here, I'll bring one up closer for you to see. Actually, here, that's how much better. I'll bring that up close for you guys. Do you see the colors in this? Yep. Now you're getting an idea of my inspiration for the color scheme in here. You have this darker gray, you have this lighter gray, and then red and pink and black and white. So I hauled my happy little self to the Dollar Tree today because, as I said, it's been a minute. And I picked up some things that I saw. Most of it is organizing items for my office so that I can make all this stuff that looks so scrappy. And you saw, I mean, things are just brimming over. I have to go through those and purge. But I basically have things the way I want them. Some baskets are going to get moved to other areas of the house. I just like the look of a basket, and some of them, the colors just don't match in here anymore. So they're going to have to be used for something else somewhere else. So let's get started on my haul. With the pink and red thing in mind, I picked up 2 of these. These are really good size. I love the look of it. These are the Essentials baskets, countertop or shelf storage. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with these yet, but those are pretty good size. And then in the same color, I picked up 3 of these. These are nice and roomy. It's my receipt. I'm probably going to use this to store my copier paper, my printer paper, things like that. So it's underneath my printer and you don't see stacks and stacks of things. I think I would rather see, that's if it fits. I'm not sure if it will. If not, I've got other things I can do there. But I would rather see neat baskets than stuff stacked. And so I got 3 of these. Very nice. Does it say how big they are? They call it a bucket. See, it says on the bottom there, bucket. But I'm wondering if it says how much it holds. And this is a Dollar Tree product. I don't know, for $1. For $1. You go into Target or any other place like that, you're going to pay a lot more than $1 for that. But anyway, you'll get an idea. This was a 31 print, a zipper pouch. Bold Bloom, I think is what it was called. And I absolutely adore the color palette here. And so that was the idea for my office. And so I've got black, I've got the Bold Bloom, and if you see below that, I've got the pink baskets, those magazine holders. I'm going to have to replace them or put what's inside them into a basket that matches the color scheme because I just, You do everything fresh. Okay, this is a cleaning product that I don't have yet, but I picked it up. It's a squeegee. It will definitely make cleaning my glass and mirrors a whole heck of a lot easier, not to mention our cars when we're cleaning the cars. So I did, of course, as I always do, pick up things for my granddaughter. And I saw these and immediately thought of my granddaughter, although these are legitimate kitchen tools. But I thought of her because of the size. Look at these. These are teeny little whisk. She's got a little tiny kitchen, little tongs. Now these are legitimate stirring spoons, a little ladle, and a little spatula. Now, my thoughts immediately went to, because I told you years ago, let me straighten that up. Years ago, actually 2018 was my last year, I was a Pampered Chef consultant for 11 years. And one of the things that I have always, one of my favorite things to do was to get the kids involved with the cooking. And to me, when they're involved in that process, not only does it teach them a life skill, because, hello, they can't eat out of cans their whole life. That's not healthy. My thing was always, you need to learn how to cook so you can eat properly, because then you're controlling what goes in your body. But unless you're going to be rich enough to pay somebody, and who knows if that's going to be an issue or something. But letting them have their own little tools so that they can, help with the stirring, help with the, picking up stuff. I mean, I can't wait to show these to her and let her use them. This past weekend, on Saturday before Easter, the week before, we had colored eggs, which was, fun little activity. I wound up having her by happenstance 2 weeks in a row because her other grandparents, her Gammy and Papa, had her for 2 weeks because he had an unusual day off on a weekend, which doesn't happen. He works in the service industry, and their weekends just generally are not their own. If they get a weekend off, it is rare. And so she had reached out and said, would it be okay if we had her next weekend as well? And I was like, yeah, sure. But, because I know how it is. And so we had her 2 weeks in a row, and I actually had her grating up the boiled eggs. She helped me peel a little bit of them. We rinsed them off, and then I had her grate them into the bowl. And then as I was, I have a video of her grating it into the bowl. I'm making eggs, I was hoping it would inspire her to eat some, but she didn't want to try some. And then I, added the mayo and the mustard and, spices into the bowl and started stirring it. And she's like, I can do it. She'll be 3 in July, so they can do everything now. And I thought, how cute the next time to give her own little spatula to give it a stir, or her own little spoon. So these are really cute, and I just enjoyed those. Now in the same group, these are the colors that those things come in. I actually picked these up because I was curious. These are the knives with the covers. I have never, ever, ever seen Dollar Tree sell a knife with a knife cutter. Now, obviously, I'm not going to give her the knives, but these are the 4 colors that these utensils come in. So they have red, teal, green, and gray. Now, I wanted to open this so that I could check and see how sharp this is, because they have it zip tied shut. I already cut the tags off, and I go, wait a minute, I need to do a Dollar Tree haul because it's been forever. Let's see. Oh my, that is a sharp knife. And I'm glad that there's a cover on it. That is amazing. That's amazing. And by the way, you can see by the shape of the cover exactly how that knife needs to go in. That's incredible. So I got 4 of those because I'm always, and that's for $1. Now, if these things last 6 months, I've gotten my money's worth. It's $1. Okay. I know that there's better quality knives, and believe me, I've got some lifetime guaranteed knives in my drawers. I was a Pampered Chef consultant after all, so I better have some good stuff. But, taking this on a picnic or camping when you don't want to take your good things, I mean, hello, that's always good. Okay. I did get the stack 'em up bins. Now, I was at Home Depot with my husband. We were picking up we were looking for some clips for my dry erase board, which I also found at Home Depot. By the way, $6.93. I don't know the size of it. I should probably measure it. See my dry erase board? Yeah, that whole thing was $6.93. The only thing is that you have to get the mounts, and so I got the little mounts that you use to mount a mirror on the wall. We got those. One side is dry erase, the other side is chalkboard. $6.93. So yeah, I said I'm getting one of those for my office. But anyway, I got the stack 'em up bins. They had these at Home Depot in black for like $6 or $7 per container. Same exact thing. And that's not obviously the same company manufacturing. There's probably obviously differences to it, but it does the same thing. They stack as they should. Well, I don't have them locked in, but you see what I'm saying. So this is another organizing product I got for my office to make sure that, there we go. There we go. Can you see that? All stacked up. And yeah, I'm making everybody sick and dizzy with all my camera moving. Sorry about that, guys. I'll put this over here. Super anxious to get busy with all the organizing. And then these bins have got to be some of my favorites. I picked up 4 of these. I have 2 in my room that are in use right now. And I love using these in my refrigerator. I have one in my fridge right now that has all the sliced cheese, lunch meat, and things that you would use to make sandwiches with. If we cut up an onion, we'll stick it in a bag and stick it in here. So anything you pull out of here is used for a sandwich. Lettuce would be a little bit too bulky for this, but anyway. Sliced cheese, you could use this to put your applesauce, your little fruit cups, things like that for your kids. And you can label them right here. You could label them with a permanent marker or something and have a different color for a different thing. You put your yogurts or things in here. It's just a great way to corral similar things so that your refrigerator is more organized. And so I do have these in my refrigerator, and I have 2 in here that I'm actually going to pull out and put these in here because I want these colors in here. So anyway, now I have red. So I have red and I have pink organizing things. So anywhere you look in here, that's what you're going to see. I did find these containers, and these are more like food containers, although they don't need to be limited to food containers. And that's these Sure Fresh reusable rectangular container and lid. It holds 13.5 cups. I was thinking baked goods. I was thinking crackers, cookies in your pantry. That's what I was thinking for something like this. 13 cups, and especially if you want to keep everything fresh, you could even do pastas in here, as it has on the front, the spaghetti. You could do the loose pastas instead of having the boxes, especially if you have a concern in your area about pests. If apartment living, as clean as you are, if you have a neighbor who's not so fastidious about their cleaning and they get pests, guess what? You're going to get pests. So this would be a great way to organize your dry goods, beans, pasta, your cookies, crackers, anything like that. So I picked up 2 of these for my pantry, not for my office. And I'm going to put those downstairs to see. And even sugars and flours. You know what I'm saying? If that's an issue, sugars and flours would be good in here too. All right. And then this is the last bag. Okay, this has more fun stuff in it. But I did pick up a set of these 2. These are reusable coffee cups, like on-the-go coffee cups. That's 50 cents a piece with the lids. And these get lost and misplaced all the time in my house. And I have had my feelings hurt because I paid good money for this, For these cups, now finally I just said, you know what, I'm going to get them at Dollar Tree. This is, does it have the ounces on here? It is dishwasher safe. And I just threw out the sticker that probably said, I'm going to guess 12 to 16 ounces. So about 2 cups, 12 to 16 ounces, which is a good mug size. And here are the lids. I'm checking these to see if it's listed on here. It's not. But per cup. So now if somebody walks off and leaves these, I might be a little bit annoyed, but I'm not going to be as upset because these were $1 or 50 cents a piece. So these are going to get washed and get put in my cabinets. I did get these. They just came out with these. And I think I showed you the ones I got for Easter, the bunnies. And let me tell you, I wound up using them to make filled chocolates. And I'm going to do the same with these. I just got hooked when I did it and I couldn't believe it. And it's like the easiest thing in the world. Okay, obviously these need to be washed. These little seashells, that's what they'll look like. Can you imagine? And they're silicone, so they're easy to push out. See what I mean? And so for the bunnies, what I did, I had gotten 2 of those ice trays. These are supposed to be ice trays, I believe. Ice cube trays. Yeah, they're BPA free, so they're good. But for the bunnies, what I wound up doing, and I've heard people talk about it. I've never been somebody who did the chocolates, but I thought, why not? Wouldn't that be fun? To me, it would, to be honest, without ever trying it, it seemed to me to be a little too complicated. And so I was like, I don't have time for that. That was kind of where my thoughts went. I was thinking really super hard, super difficult, and it really wasn't. I was completely amazed. You would need some Ziploc bags. Sandwich or quart size. Quart size held more, and so I went with the quart size, and they seem to be, and I use the freezer bags because they're a little bit thicker. I didn't want any eruptions, especially when you're putting hot chocolate or something in there. But I wound up, you would melt your chocolate, and you do it in, I did mine in the microwave in 30-second increments. So you put it in you just open your bag of chocolate chips, like the stuff you would get to put in cookies. The Nestle Toll House, you know, whatever. And you see all the different flavors that they have. They have white chocolate, they have butterscotch, they have peanut butter chips, they have dark chocolate, they have semi-sweet, they have milk chocolate. So, and the white chocolate, they have all of those flavors. So you're taking a bag of those chips, pour them into a container, and 1 bag of chips would probably do 1 of these. Okay. Now, what do you want to fill it with? My chocolates, I filled some of them with raspberry jam, some with peanut butter, and some with Nutella. Oh man, they were so good. So you take the chocolates, 30 seconds, take it out, give it a stir. Hardly anything's melted at that point. You put it in for another 30 seconds, take it out. You got a little more action going on. For me, with my microwave, it was only 1 minute and 30 seconds, maybe 2 minutes, depending on the kind of chocolate it was, but no more than that, in 30-second increments and giving it a stir. And the last time I do it, there still seemed to be some solid chips that were still in place, mostly liquid. I just give it a stir and the rest of them melt. And so I was, yeah. So then I take the Ziploc bag. 1 Ziploc bag I will fill with my filling. And I didn't do anything to the filling. I just put in the raspberry jam. I put in the Nutella. I put in the peanut butter, probably about a cup. It doesn't require that much, but I'd rather have more than I need and squeeze the rest back into the container than not have enough and have to go through the mess of creating another bag. But anyway, I put the melted chocolate in there. I snip a teensy bit off the end so you can control. And then you just do a little bit in the bottom first. And then you fill with your filling. And then you top it off with the rest till it comes to the top. It doesn't take a whole lot at all. And then you put it in the refrigerator or the freezer until it's completely set up and hard, and then you can pop them out and do another one. I was stunned at how well those turned out. So now I'm hooked. And now I've gotten some more. I said all that to say you ought to give it a try yourself. Fill it with, I'm going to try white chocolate with apricot. I'm going to see how that turns out because I like that combination. My husband is not a fan of white chocolate at all, But anyway, I also found this sign. The patriotic stuff is coming out, so I'm grabbing it when I see it. Home of the free because of the brave. I love it. And then the wood, this is, you know, it's like a, it's not patterned wood. It's like a sticker, you know, like decoupaged on top of here. But there is glitter and it's got a little texture to it, but I love it. I love this. I'll find a place to put that up. That's one of those things that can stay all year. Oh, I did need to pick up another one of these essential bins, collapsible storage containers. I have this table at the bottom of my stairs that I've had for years. It's just one of those little small side accent tables that has a little shelf on it. And it kind of sits there and things collect on it. And it was just looking really ugly. And, you know, I had magazines that were there, you know, someone else's things were there, and just things get shoved there. You know how, especially if it's something that needs to go upstairs, and it just looks so unsightly. So I had a black one of these and I thought, let me get some more of these. I put the magazines inside the black one. I said, let me get some more of these so it'll just create a nice little storage looking thing. Well, I got this to replace the black one because it is an eyesore to have 3 that match and 1 black. So I got this to replace the black, and I'll put the black somewhere else. And then, you know, I do have a granddaughter, but I also have another YouTube channel called Storytime with Gigi. So I picked up 3 books, not just for her enjoyment, but for me to read on the channel. She's really loving Fancy Nancy right now. She's got a doll. She calls her Fancy Pansy. Fancy Pansy. Fancy Pansy. I found a Fancy Nancy doll at the thrift store, and it's one of her favorites. And so now we have the storybook. This looks like it's really going to be cute. Let's open it up. These are usually really good, brightly colored. Yeah, this is going to be a cute little story. And we'll be able to see, she got a Fancy Nancy jewelry box that my mother found in the thrift store, in the packaging still, never been used, never taken out, for like $4.25. That was her Easter gift from her Gam Gam. And then she also loves Frozen. So we have this fun story of Elsa and Anna when they were younger. So that's a nice, cute little storybook. I'm going to enjoy reading to her and also reading on my channel. And then the last one, she's also a fan of Toy Story. So there's Buzz and Woody, An Infinite Friendship. And then I don't think she has any individual stories like this of Buzz and Woody, but in the Disney storybook collections, you know, the ones that are like that thick and they got like 20 or 30 stories in them. I know that there's some stories in there for them as well. And then the last thing I got was this toy kitchen cuisine. She has this cute little, it looks like a camp stove, but my sister, her Aunt Missy, gave it to her for Christmas. And I had gotten her these little vegetables. They Velcro in the center, so you put them together and it makes a little cutting noise. I can't believe this is for $1. She's had every set. There's a set that's got a tomato and broccoli and corn and a strawberry and carrots and some kind of cabbage. She has those sets. I did not see this one with the apple and the pineapple, but each set comes with a play knife and a little cutting board. And so we use these with her Play-Doh and stuff as well. But this is just a whole lot of fun, and she loves cooking for her dolls. Play dolls with me, Gigi. Play dolls with me, which I love doing it. I'll play dolls with her. I'm a doll fan. All right, that seems to be everything for my Dollar Tree haul today. Thanks for spending a little time with me. Make sure that you like and subscribe, and share your comments below. I'd like to hear your thoughts, but also let me know what you think of my office. I've got a lot of work to do, organizing and purging, which I find very therapeutic for me. I don't know, some of you might find it daunting. To me, there's just something very therapeutic about releasing yourself from a lot of stuff. And then we're going to the thrift store today to drop off. So anyway, thank you again for spending a little time with me. Make sure you do like and subscribe, and bye until next time.